tomorrow is here has its own consequences. People who did that in the past, Galileo, Copernicus, all these people saw ahead of their generation. Socrates, many of them were killed, many were ostracized. But eventually, posterity will prove them right. And I want to say to us, this positive bacteria of hope that Nigeria could be good is embedded in this tomorrow is here. The developments we are seeing in Enugu State are the type we can only imagine ordinarily in the next 30, 40 years. But we are seeing them now. Many people don't understand it. And Your Excellency and other members of the government, you are not alone. You are working with people. All of you, all of us, not all of you, all of us, we must be part of that. And I want to, as I am calling on this note of persecution, note of criticism which may come because of the progresses, be rest assured that the principle I want to give you, I call it the bacterial attack of positivism, of hope. Let it carry you through. That is the principle we work on most of the time. I met one father in Zamojo who is the author of Song I Farm. And he told me that he doesn't use chemicals, he uses only biological materials and bacteria to control his farm and pests in his farm. And I told him, how does that mean? He said, he calls it biomimicry. You imitate nature to fight the negative by improving and strengthening the positive. That is the principle I've used to work. I don't look at people who criticize, who destroy, who make mistakes. I look more for those who do the right thing, and I encourage them. That principle is exactly what I will infect all of us with. This principle of positivism. In spite of whatever criticism you may get, in spite of whatever people may misunderstand, remain on the positive level. And I am happy, Your Excellency, you have gathered a lot of positive people around you. One good thing about governance is that there is no perfect government. None is perfect. But there could be good governance. And that is based on the principle of listening and being reasonable. And that is credit I give to this government. And I want this government to take note of it and take it from Christ, the principle of listening to the people and being reasonable. What do I mean by being reasonable? That is what I've noticed in this government, that people, when you come to the government and speak, they will say, yes, what are you saying? Oh, you are talking sense. I think what you have said makes meaning. We can take care of that. We can decide to work with you. Let us take these positive ideas. Remember, I've not said we are doing everything correctly or wonderfully. We are human beings. But this positive aspect, I want us to take to it. There is hope. This hope will carry us through. And being reasonable, listening to issues, being able to harness the good thoughts of many good people in Nigeria. There are so many good people in Enugu. Your Excellency, God bless you and God bless your government.
Happy New Year. I want to warmly welcome all of us to 2025. We cannot thank God enough. We thank God for the gift of life. It is also my prayer that God's abundant blessings and grace will manifest in all our homes and families throughout this year. This is a great opportunity for me to say a big thank you to you, Ndi Enugu, for your support and prayers, for your hard work, for your dedication to duty, for your unwavering commitment. I want to say a very big thank you to all of you. Now, these efforts are largely responsible for the modest achievements we accomplished in 2024. And they are indeed a critical source of strength for us to keep pushing on. I also want to take this opportunity to thank all of us, and by extension, Ndi Enugu, for the massive show of support. All of you, a number of you traveled from distant places to join us in welcoming, a few days ago, our president. I want to say a big thank you to all of you. We do not take your support and commitment for granted. Your hard work, we appreciate it greatly. And I thank you all from the deepest of my heart. Thank you so much for all the great things you are doing. The only way we will continue to demonstrate our gratitude is to double down on the pursuit of our goals to make Enugu State the premier destination for business, investment, tourism, and living. And we're going to, as I did say in my New Year message, we're going to continue to do that without leaving anyone out. And we're going to continue to do that not at the expense of our common humanity. So we're going to double down on the delivery of inclusive governance. As you already know, our governance model, it's one that recognizes even our grassroots to ensure that our growth, it's all happening across the state. We do know that to some people, the change that is unfolding in Enugu, some may be wondering whether this is sustainable and whether we are moving so fast. But think about it. Can we really afford to push to a later date all the critical policies and projects we're implementing today? The need for us to have potable water in every home cannot be deemed more compelling than the need for us to ensure that our children are exposed to the skill set that prepares them for 21st century workplace. And then if you look at the challenges we have in the healthcare space, you will see that trying to get truly functional primary health care, that need is also not what we can push for a later date. We have to ensure that our roads are paved, devoid of potholes. We have to revive our industries. We also have to ensure that we introduce modern transportation system. None of this is felt like we could push for a later date, and which is why we say tomorrow is here. And so we're going to continue to double down to ensure that we carry on doing this. But we cannot do this without you. We cannot do this without your hard work. It is a collective work. It is a collective work, and with your rededication to a higher sense of duty, we are going to even accomplish more in this 2025. I'm sure we're already excited and we're already embracing this optimism that this year holds so much promises for us. Imagine that in few months, by September the doors of our smart green schools will be open to all the children in this state. We're already excited about the International Conference Center that was commissioned a few days ago. But also in few days' time, we're also going to be launching or reopening the Hotel Presidential. I don't even want to talk about the 340-bed five-star hotel that is built to open in May this year, by 22nd day of May. It is also this year that we'll see our 300-bed hospital become operational. Again, we are committed to making sure that in all our wards, our mothers that are pregnant would have access to medical personnel. So we're doing the 260 primary healthcare centers, but it's not just about the buildings. It's also making sure that they are well-staffed and they provide 24/7 healthcare services. And that's what we're committed to, and which is why we recently approved the recruitment of over 2,500 medical personnel. And in the first phase, we have already done, I think, 450. And so we're going to also go ahead and complete that recruitment. So we have the community health extension workers, we have our nurses, our midwives available to attend to our various communities. So, in conclusion, let us proceed in 2025 with the same sense of purpose, with the same team spirit that saw us through 2024. Once again, Happy New Year to everyone. God bless you all.